Hello everyone, welcome to Tuesday Tea Time with Elsa. I am inside my house today because all over the west coast of the United States we are having massive smoke issues. And so outside there is a lot of haze and a lot of smoke, and I don't find that I mind that too much, but I do find that my throat is really sore at the end of every day. So I am taking a break inside the house, and Breezy is here with me as well, taking a break. And I thought I would share with you for tea time what I've been doing this week in terms of managing smoke and managing slowing down. Now, I'm not the type of person to spend a lot of time worrying about the smoke. I'm still outside, I'm still working with the horses, but it's really important that we don't over exercise when the air quality is so bad out there. So, hello Florentine, welcome to tea time. Talking about air quality and slowing down, it's been a really good coincidence of timing for me. I just started this week with my fall online class. And every online class that I teach, I do all of the work right along with my students. Hi, Dot from New Zealand. So as I'm doing this work with my students in the first week, we are always going back to basics, which is the very, very beginning work of freedom-based training. And every time I go back and do the beginning work, I'm surprised how much it helps everything. You know, you'd think I've been doing this for a long time, I would not be surprised by that anymore, but I am. Hi, Mona. It's good to see you. Going back to basics really helps everything. As human beings, we are direct line thinkers. We see a problem and we want to directly fix the problem that we see. But sometimes we end up sort of hitting our head against the wall, trying to fix a problem that we maybe don't have the tools to fix. And when that happens, I find it is incredibly beneficial to go back to the basics and work on the things that support the relationship, those basic foundation pieces. And this is something that freedom-based training really helps with, I think, because if you don't have tools, or for the time that you don't have tools, and I'm including food rewards in this, if you take all the food rewards away and you can't trap the horse between you and a fence, and you don't have a halter, and you don't have a rope, and you don't have a flag, you just have your body and the horse's body, this is where everybody starts. I mean, when you go out to get your horse from the pasture or you get your horse from the stall, you are in freedom-based training for those moments, unless you bring food with you every time. If you bring food with you every time, there's less freedom because the horse has such a big desire for that food. They will modify their behavior to suit you, even if they wouldn't naturally do that. So they'll do a lot for food. And I don't think that's bad. I use food in a lot of situations. The thing about freedom-based training, when we take away the food and the pressure devices, is we have to understand timing better. And timing is when you take action and when you stop taking action. And these are things that the very best horse trainers in the world understand timing. And what I find happens with most training methods is really good trainers will tell you what to do, but they have a hard time conveying when you do it. And I find the when is more important to horses than the what. So being able to understand when to take action and when to stop taking action. This is the basic thing about horse training that I think we forget. And, when I run into a problem, I'm very human and I want to fix the problem. I often think in terms of, what am I going to do different? What action am I going to take? What am I going to do to cause behavior change? And the thing that gets lost is the when. When do you take action? And when do you match the horse? So this is the back to basics piece. And it's the thing we focus on for the first couple of weeks of my online course, is all of the theory around when. How do we know when to move and when to stop moving? And understanding this piece just every day when you go out to catch your horse, before you do all your other kinds of training, I find has a big impact on the quality of work that you're going to get afterwards. And there's a reason for this. I think horses want to know that we are aware. They are naturally herd animals that are preyed on by other animals. So they would be eaten in the wild by lions or bears, not bears, wild cats mainly, or wolves or things like that. I guess bears would feed on a horse after it had been killed by something else, but it's probably not going to take down a horse. In any case, I digress. Horses are prey animals. They're not predators. And so awareness is something they value. Being aware is something they want in a partner. So when we show them we have good timing, which is, I'm aware that things are about to get much better. And as things are getting better, my job is to not interfere, to be in harmony, to be at ease, to stay out of their way as they're starting to feel better. Keep them company, but don't get in the way of that better feeling. And then our job as our good partners is to be aware when things are headed the wrong direction. Stress is going the wrong direction. Horses are concerned about something. They're uncomfortable. How do we take action until we change the trend, or until the trend changes naturally? So if a horse starts to be concerned about something, a lot of times what I'll do is I will go look at that thing that they're concerned about, or I will walk a lap around them and I'll check the perimeter to see if there's anything else that they might be concerned about. I will show them I'm aware. And when I show a horse I'm aware, I gain value in their life. And that's what timing is about. If we can show the horse we are aware that they are about to feel better and we will not interfere with that, or we are aware they're about to feel worse and we will help with that. Sounds simple, but it is an art form. And I was working on it with Ari last night, and we were doing really well. It was really fun watching him get more and more comfortable in his own skin as I just practiced my feel and my timing around him. I'm not trying to cause him to do anything. I'm not trying to change him. I'm just showing him I'm aware by how I respond to how he's feeling. And it was getting better and better until the breeding farm across the valley, there were a couple of horses that must have had a fight. And they were screaming and whinnying and all sorts of horse chaos across the valley. And Ari got really upset. And, you could see every muscle in his body pop out. He's a stallion, and I don't know if it was mares or colts or who was making the noise across the valley, but it was really stressful for him. And in that moment, I got to show him that I heard it too, and that I was aware, and that I was going to watch it, and that I was going to take action looking at that sound from different angles, and that we could even take a walk together and he and I could look at it from different angles and we could take action together. So that ability to have something happen in the environment and be aware and have a plan And then as the feelings change, so the stress is going up, 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 up because he's worried about that. And then at a certain point, it will change. The stress will change direction and it will come down, down, down. And as the stress is coming down, he's going to feel better. And as he's feeling better, I'm going to show him that I see it, that I understand it, and that I harmonize with it. And if you can see these things and respond to these things and put a little time in each day where you show the horses how aware you are, you're going to find that the problems that you have in other areas become much easier to solve. And I've even gone so far as to take, a day or a week where I say, I'm not going to try and solve any problems. I'm not going to try and teach anything new. I'm not going to try and expand the comfort zone. I'm just going to invest a certain number of hours in showing the horse how aware I am. And what I find is I make miraculous progress on things I haven't worked on just by showing the horse that I'm aware and investing a certain amount of time in showing them how aware I am. So those are my thoughts this week. It's smoky outside. I'm not going to do a whole lot with my horses in terms of making them breathe hard or, raising their stress or adding to their comfort zone or pushing the boundaries. We're going to have an easy week. We're going to wait till the smoke clears. And while we do that, the thing that I'm going to invest in, along with my course students in this first week of the course, is to show the horses how aware I am. And my favorite way to do this is, because I've got a herd, I've got 5 of my boys together, and then I've got 3 of my girls together in a different place, is I start with 1, and I spend time showing them how aware I am. And when we get to a point where they give a great big sigh, a great big breath, or something that shows that they feel really good in their body, I walk over to the next horse and I do it with the next horse. And I show that horse how aware I am of how they feel and what I'm going to do in response to how they feel, or in response to how they're going to feel next. And then as soon as that horse feels really good, I go to the next horse. And I'll just make my way around the herd that way, sort of showing each one how aware I am of who they are, what they feel, and what's going on. And I find that makes a really big impact to the work that I'm going to do next week and the things that I'll want to do in the future. Let's see, Mona says, thanks for reminding me of the basics. I'm really keen on seeing how it feels to go back to basics again. It's a thing we all forget, Mona, or at least most people that I know forget to do it. And it really has a profound impact on everything we want to do in the future. So, yeah, Cindy, exactly. You're in the depths of the smoke there in North Bend too, I would imagine. So take it slow, take it back to basics, invest in the relationship. And I think you're going to find that being forced to slow down actually might be a really good thing for everyone. So that's my thoughts for today's tea time. Thank you guys for joining me. And as always, let me know if you have suggestions for future tea times. I keep an ongoing list of the suggestions all of you make. And it gives me good stuff to think about. And then I can share it with all of you. So have a wonderful day, evening, wherever you are. And I will talk to you next Tuesday.